So my beam spacing is also broken now, apparently. Did my other one get turned off or something? Hold on. Let's see, left Alt D. Ah, maybe that's why it was working. I got it like reversed, hold on. Want that, and then boom. Vultures get shipped to pledge always promise a way to make money that way, even though wipes are near what the issue, or not near what the word of the past. Yeah, I've heard that he doesn't really want to necessarily wipe ships anymore, so I'm really curious to see, like, are they going to, like, do it as frequently, or is he going to, like, try not to? Because that's got to be another, like, slippery slope, too. Obviously, you want to make, like, the people pledge to get the ships, but at the same time, you're going to have to find a way to keep, like, the people who aren't willing to pledge but put, like, thousands of hours into the game to also still feel like their time is valuable and not just, like, wasted. I don't know, it's a slippery slope the way they have it set up in the game. It's better than it was. I don't think they really wipe unless they have to at this point. That's, I think it was Chris, the guy who made the game. That's what they claimed in one of their articles that they read. That I read at least, so I guess we'll see what it is. Although a lot of people have been speculating that the 4.0, since it's going to be such a major update, will come with a wipe. Obviously that's just been like speculation. And it also depends on like how many bigger new ships they're going to be coming out with, because that might be another reason why they just don't really wipe ships anymore, especially if they're not really changing too much. Now, the only real thing that I could kind of see being like a reason, even though supposedly it's been in development for like a very long time, is like the engineering update. I could kind of see a wipe for that, since I'm guessing that's going to need to like a lot of ships to be reworked for it. So just the one panel. But even then, since we still don't have mag boots, I'm going to assume that the engineering update's like way behind. We don't have for 3.2. Oh, really? Interesting, okay. I like your idea, Captain Havoc. As long as my ship's fine at 3.24, I will be happy. There's an entire inventory rework? I know the cargo thing was being reworked, but I didn't realize that they were touching other stuff too. So far, from what I've gathered from the community, no one expects to have a wipe in 3.24, and I feel like if there was, they would probably have released a statement by now, if it's as, you know, close to it as possible. We don't have a local inventory anymore? Wait, does that mean that every patch you're able to pick a new home station too? don't even know where this one came from, but I'm happy. Oh, sweet. Alright, cool. I picked New Babbage because I thought it had like the coolest picture, but now that I know it's one of the laggiest cities, I'm never going to pick New Babbage as my hometown anymore. Which, I mean, I say that, I'm guessing everyone's going to pick Orison anyways, so maybe like the first couple days is going to be super laggy there, but I feel like afterwards, Orison's probably one of the better ones. Area 18? Yeah, a couple of my friends like Area 18. Like, upgrading ships is always part of the gameplay. I guess unless you have all the ships already upgraded, then it's not, but at some point you're going to have to go to Orison to upgrade. And it turns out you're going to sell a bunch of stuff at Orison as well. Unless they completely change like which places like buy stuff at a better amount, that would really mess up the whole gameplay loop. I like New Babbage because you can actually like skip the whole like tram system, just like park on the outside, but the problem is half the time those elevators don't actually work for me. So then it seems sort of pointless to, you know, use the shortcut to the commons where they don't work. Yeah, Marketech's far away from everything. The new Lorville makes it tempting? What do you mean the new Lorville? Are they nuking the whole city and restarting? Oh, it was reworked? I don't like Lorville, it's way too laggy. It's a cool concept with like a ginormous city, but I don't know. I think of like large cities, it goes Lorville is like the worst, and then right above that is, right underneath that is New Babbage. Oh, really? Huh. I've only ever seen Lorville after it's reworked then. Which I'm sure if you had like a very strong CPU, Lorville's not that bad, probably. But I'm pushing like an old 8th gen CPU for this game, and Lorville is not happy with it. Yeah, my computer's at the point though where everything was maxed out for the time. So the only thing I could do is buy like an i9 to upgrade my i7, but I mean at the same time, I don't know if it would be really justifiable for like very small improvements, or I'd have to like completely rework my entire computer, since I would need a new motherboard and everything else. And that's where I'm at the point of, well, I don't know if like spending $300 for like a small, like, I don't know, 10% improvement in performance would really be worth it, or if it'd be better just to save up for like a whole new computer. I feel like the whole new computer is probably like the smart route. But the other route obviously is like a $300 investment compared to a couple grand. Do you guys use the flight sticks and the Tobies, or do you just use your keyboard and mouse? What kind of setup do you guys use? Keyboard and mouse? Oh, nice. Okay, me too. Oh, sweet, did you? You'll have to let me know how it is. Slowly upgraded to 2 sticks and a Toby. How do you like the Toby? One of my viewers found like this app that you can actually turn like any webcam into the Toby technically. But the thing is, it like has a conflict if OBS is open using my camera, it doesn't actually work with it. But technically you can get like a free version of it through that app. I'm sure the Toby's a lot more reliable. Every part of the eye tracking is the gaze targeting, so you can target whatever you want. So ironically, that is what everyone recommends turning off on the Toby for it to work best. For this game, at least. Is you down right there? You get it for racing? So, by the way, Havoc, sounds like you haven't used it yet. I've heard that you're actually able to set up, now I'm assuming it's going to be the same for the track IR stuff, but you should be able to have your gun set up to your head movements. So one of my friends, Owl, he's actually able to like mine panels just by moving his head and like looking at certain things in order to like harvest them. So you should be able to set it up like that. Now I will say for his Toby, he disabled the eye tracking, so he just has like his head movement, so that should be the exact same setup as your track IR. So you should theoretically be able to program it the exact same way. Oh, interesting. I might have to get one eventually. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I know people turn off the gaze, but I didn't realize you still kept the eye tracking when you turn the gaze off. Good news is it started working again, so we're good. I did my math correctly. I believe that's officially enough to buy the Corsair. So it might not be the most efficient ad making money in this game, but you know what? $1.5 million in one night's not too bad. I know obviously there's better ways of doing it, like in bond missions or ERTs, but since we're running solo and I don't really have a combat ship at the moment, I feel like this is like the best way for like a early game player to get to a combat ship capable of doing some like crazier missions. So my eyes don't move anything, but when I press a button it'll target what I'm looking at? Okay. But with 2 sticks and the Toby, there's a lot of setup, which admittedly has kept me from playing, but some times when a new patch comes out? Oh, okay. I'm guessing it's just a lot of stuff to calibrate every single time or something? Done that one. But the buffer size of the Vulture running to the back every 1.5 minutes was... Oh. What did the Vulture used to hold? You'd always do what I do. I sit there and take a picture of all my settings and be like, alright, if it ever crashes, at least I have like a starting point to go back to. happened with my microphone one time. I lost power, and then for some reason, I didn't have my pictures anymore to like reset all of my settings in my microphone. And it took me so long figuring out how to get everything back to like working again. It was so annoying. The main issue was Logitech, which I meant to make a video on that a long time ago and I forgot. By the way, if any of you use a Logitech mic, they have a program called G-Hub which can reset your microphone to whatever settings they want, as long as you don't have it set up in the software for it to work correctly. So the buffer was actually one box, you'd wait for it to auto-eject, then you could fill a second box? Oh. Okay, so definitely, I definitely came in at a better time, because this seems a lot more relaxing. 13, it's not like a crazy low number. Although, with the whole cargo update, I do kind of hope that they decide to like increase the boxes that you're able to make, maybe? I mean, honestly, to like cut down on performance of the servers and also make it a little bit less tedious for people who don't have the reclaimer, maybe make it so this ship makes 4 at a time and have it so it caps out at 16 instead of 1, or 16 instead of 13. That way, every single time you make a SCU, instead of making a single one, you can make like a 4 size one. What I'm saying, this hasn't been any changes to salvage in 3.24. Oh, okay. Claimer has the big prints for that. Vultures I don't think will change. That's... I don't know. With the cargo update, I feel like it would be nice, but at the same time, I feel like you're right at the same time. I just don't want you to be right, to be honest. But I feel like you are right. We'll be stuck with 1. Unless they make like a companionship to the Vulture like I was talking about earlier. Which I feel like would be really cool to have like a conjunction ship to be able to like snap back onto the back of this and be like an automated belt system. Just from the standpoint, and the bigger printer wouldn't fit the Vulture. Yeah, but it'd be cool if you could like use your multi-tool and like squish 4 of them together and actually turn it into like a 4 SCU box instead of having it like a single. Yeah. So that's not like too crazy expensive, but something that's like in between. For like the mid game. Because I feel like the Vulture is definitely for like new players / early games. 2.6 million is not too hard to grind out. It makes you a ton of money. And then the next step up is like, I want to say it's like 30 million, something like that. I don't remember the exact cost of the Reclaimer, but I know it's something really up there. Sort of like the mining stuff. They got like the mole, then they got the prospector, the ROC. They got a lot of stuff for mining. Which I still haven't really gotten into mining yet. Some people say it's fun, some people say it doesn't pay that well. I'm guessing they're going to have to eventually like rework mining so people actually do it in the game. Somewhere. Mining used to be my jam. I'm guessing you're on the part where everyone's like, yeah, the mining used to be good, but now it's trash. I wouldn't necessarily say trash, but much slower money per minute. I feel like salvage is sort of king. I don't know if they'll be able to like pull it off, and the problem with mining is it just takes so long to actually like refine all your stuff. Yeah, that is true. They'll be able to... Well, the thing is it going to be like a fast refining process, or is it going to be one of those things where you get like a crew of people to mine, and then everyone just comes in 3 days and like cashes out? Or do you think it's going to actually be able to like pump out enough money for like a, I don't know, 5-hour trip? Let's say salvaging people normally spend like 5 hours to fill up a decent amount. I feel like that's what the mining should roughly be. It's like the max time to refine. Ooh, 8,000. There we go. Well, the future, it's supposed to be where you can go out into dead space where you can really strike rich. Oh, interesting. Okay. I find it kind of funny that they have it set up so you can like rent the prospector, but you can't rent the vulture.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Alright, slowly bumping on in here. Was that it? 2 like medium panels? Let's see, but you need refuelers and other ships to process stuff on the go? That wouldn't be too bad. I'd be fine with that as long as you didn't have to spend like several hours worth just to refine it. So I think I did like 7 hours the first time I ever did the prospector, and then someone showed me how fast the salvaging was, and it just, there's no comparison profit-wise. This is just much more chill and fast. Or it makes you feel like you're doing more, I guess, since you're actually more actively playing. So they're just like passively building it. But I guess, I mean, you could mine a bunch and then just go off and do your own adventure for a while and then come back to it and then you'd make your money. Just leave QT at a certain range from other markers. Yeah, I remember the Dead Space being able to go between like the Vaughn missions and stuff. If you haven't seen the star map, it might blow your mind. I don't think I've ever seen the star map, and I'm sure it will blow my mind. Me and my buddy sort of jumped into this game head first. I saw it advertised on like 3 days left at the end of Free Fly days, so we got it at like the very end. And I wasn't even following the game at the time, so I'm not sure how I got advertised to it. But thankfully I did, and then I was able to try it out. I was on the fence for a while if I wanted to like play it on my channel or not. I just didn't know how well it would do. It looked like it would be a bunch of like make your own content, sort of like Sea of Thieves, so I was really wanting to try it out, but I didn't know if how well it would actually do. Then obviously a lot of people on like the forums and stuff complain about the performance. Honey's mostly looking for the big money rocks. Yeah, I saw something about you have to like find the gems and stuff in order to mine it properly. That was another thing I will say. Last time I mined, I didn't know what I was looking for. I was just happy to actually find a rock that I was able to destroy. So I mined like a bunch of junk that I didn't need. So I'm sure that skewed my results of, you know, mining quite a bit. I do want to eventually mine that. One of my friends, he's playing the 324 right now. But I am eventually going to test out the mole and see if it's actually... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now we're talking. See if it's actually like a valuable strategy. Our site, website, apps, star map. I think that is the first 50 of the planned systems. The other 50, I believe, are supposed to be discovered by players through the wormholes. What? I remember Quantanium. Okay, so that's the stuff that we normally get from the Bond missions. I just didn't know. I didn't realize that was something that you can actually mine. Last time I was into mining, it was finding rocks with 40% Quantanium, but you have to fly back gently and it's time because the Quantanium is volatile. Oh, it's a different thing? Okay. Deliver it before the timer ends or boom. That is awesome. It's kind of scary at the same time, but that is really awesome. I'm definitely going to have to get into that some night. I'm guessing though that would be kind of a pain if you're like in a far range area trying to like get Quantanium and you don't have a fast ship. Yeah, it sounds like it. Still sounds pretty cool. It actually like gives you a little pressure to like, you know, move much quicker. Obviously this, you can put like the slow, just like cinch scrapers on if you really wanted to and like take a long time and just like get every single drop possible. Paid homage to Uncle Chris Roberts lately? Big boom. So I haven't done much research into Squadron 42. Is it going to be as like story detailed as like Mass Effect kind of game, or is it going to be more like a first-person shooter sort of vibe? Huge story? Well, that'll be cool. I really liked Mass Effect. Should be more than Mass Effect even? Oh wow. Definitely have to check it out whenever it comes out then. I actually got into Mass Effect 3. Like I never played the first. I didn't play 1 or 2, but I played 3 since I had Gamefly at the time. And I fell in love with 3, I ended up buying it. And then I didn't realize afterwards, but once I got into like the older Mass Effect games, it's super cool the fact that the storyline transfers over to the next iteration. Yeah, you know, back in the day, back on the 360. Back when games actually came out mostly polished. I've heard about Wing Commander, but I haven't actually seen much of it. I heard that Chris Roberts lost like the IP to it though. Gamefly was good back in the day though, you know, back when games actually were coming out recently. I feel like now if you still had like a subscription to that though, you'd only get like 6 games a year. I don't know. We seem to be like in a drought for content, regardless of if you're like a PC player, Sony player, Xbox player. Like a lot of AAA games, they're just coming out so slow. And I get quality takes time, but the games aren't coming out quality. They're just coming out in quantity, but they're very slow quantity most of the time. Using on the 360 was definitely my gaming golden years. That's what I'm saying. All these people on Twitter for some reason talk up acting like the Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 era is like the best era in gaming history and blah blah blah. I mean, most people claim it's the PlayStation 5's best era, but same point. Neither one's coming out with enough games to actually have like a golden era, in my opinion. I don't know. Obviously, PC is like its own little golden ticket since it gets like their own games all the time. Consoles just, I don't know. They're just not releasing enough stuff. I always found it funny that Ubisoft tried to claim like their, what was it, Unity? Yeah, these systems couldn't handle too many NPCs, so we're only allowed to play with like 4 people in our open world. The most cheesy way to be like, we don't feel like optimizing it. It's your system, can't handle it. Yeah, I think the 360 was the peak for like a lot of people. I used to be like really... I had fun on PlayStation 2 though, also, but Xbox I think became more social. And it seems like the world became less social after PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 era. This is where I get every time that I don't know what to do after this. But I don't really need that much boxes anyway, so I think I'll just leave it and then do like one more fatal and I'll be good. I'm not saying that the lobbies used to be like good back in the day, because there was a lot of toxicity in the lobbies. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it was a lot more people you like hop into like a zombies lobby and boom. Everyone would have their headset on, be talking. Where today it'd be, you got a mic, and then no one would say anything for like an hour. Which is weird, since the world's pushed to be more social, but yet somehow the gaming world has gone less social. Although I think, to be honest, I think most people just don't like wearing a headset, so that's why. And then the whole, like, Nick Merckx thing saying that your head's gonna, like, get squished down wearing a headset too long. They call it the gamer din or something like that. I have friends I still talk to this day I met on the 360 lab. Me too! Alright, well, good news is we almost have everything that we need. Bad news is it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Although I will say, for its time, Nintendo 64 was also pretty innovative. I think they sort of started the whole Xbox Connect and stuff like that. That's good, Captain. I'll probably be getting off by the time I get my depot full, because it is almost 6 AM already. But yeah, I enjoyed the company of all you guys tonight. I'm definitely looking forward to having you guys in the chat and playing with us eventually. Alright, so that's just empty. And I appreciate the compliment too, by the way. It does mean a lot. Alright, Alright, so you're done. I think this guy was the one I originally saw, but then I saw the big panel and just left it. Yep, nice. I can't tell. Broccoli, is this actually getting us more SCU? By being super close? Or faster, I mean? Honestly, I can't tell if it's like a different speed between like 50, or 40, or 30, or 70. I mean, obviously the blue bar is a lot closer to the bottom, so maybe that's... I don't know, I got some research to do on this. It might be faster? Maybe it's just perception-wise it seems to take a little bit. Alright, 7.6, so we almost have enough to do our entire trip. Is there anything I just told myself, whatever, to keep going? He seemed convinced by it, and I know he's pretty knowledgeable at the game, so I'm guessing it's a thing? It's just like, I don't know, it could just be because it's kind of late, but I honestly can't tell if it's actually doing it faster or not. And I also always just use my scrapers always like pointing at each other because I feel like that just melts an area so much quicker than having like the whole looking one way versus the other way. I don't know. Swoop through the area, melt some stuff, and you'll be good. Alright, so technically I could use one more asteroid, or panel rather, not asteroid. 1700, 19. Are you excited for the new Mass Effect that's going to eventually be coming out? I'm sort of on the... I'm on the not actually following the rest of the crowd sort of mentality of it. I thought Andromeda was a really good game. I also played it on my console to where it didn't have any bugs. I feel like it was a bad port to like PlayStation and PC possibly, and that's why it got like a lot of hate. I really enjoyed the story though. I was disappointed that they never actually like updated any like DLC to it. So hopefully they're able to like keep it up this time. Also kind of curious to see like what Gears of War is going to do too. So all these games sort of can have like the same sort of open world vibe as this game. $17.50, that's useless. Alright, you know what? We'll do the same strategy as before. You didn't spend too much time with Andromeda? Just wasn't a fan of it, or how come? we'll go to the crew. So that'll be over inside the area that we need to, and then we'll go over to the planet. I didn't hate it, but I was busy with work for me, and I enjoyed a lot more Rails approach to the first 3 games. Gotcha. So they scrapped it, which I was really disappointed with. I don't know if you're a fan of Fallout games, but they actually had a Fallout 4 mod that was in development for like 11 years, I think it was, or something crazy like that. Maybe it was like 5 years, I don't know. Somewhere around there. They were making a continuation of the Mass Effect series inside of that game as a mod, which is really cool. But unfortunately, you know, IP addresses, people like shut it down, so they weren't able to give it to the public anymore. Unfortunately, I never got to try it on. I was really wanting to. But I do agree. To a certain point, I love open world games, but the problem is you have to have content in order to make an open world game feel valuable. And I think Ubisoft kind of learned that issue with like Origins, and they've slowly been kind of addressing it. But like Assassin's Creed games have ballooned like so big into an open world, it's just like a lot of like dead space where you can't actually do anything with. And I think that's like the main issue. It's just some games open world is just not as good as like a linear, you come here, you do this, and it's more like down to earth. I was going to play Starfield, but I saw like that game literally has nobody watching it, so I'm guessing a lot of people didn't like it. Which is a little weird. I figured it would be like kind of popular, but no, it's dead. Big open world games was too much for me to do, so I ended up doing nothing. Fair enough. Well, what do you do in this game? This is a big open world game. Like dual universe with space engineers. That's another good game too. Astroneers. I like that one. That one had like a pretty cool building aspect. I'd like to have like that sort of engineering vibe inside of this game, which I mean, they've already built like the ships for the engineering stuff. But maybe have like a mix of either like Astroneer or Satisfactorio to like combine everything together. I feel like this game would be definitely like a top contender. Fair enough. Although some open world games are a little bit more, or sandbox games are rather, a little bit more linear, sort of like Subnautica. They kind of tell you what to do, but at the same time, it's like you have to find it. Don't know if I ever played Shipbreaker. I don't think so. I'll have to look into it though. I'm guessing that's an older title. Somewhat recent. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. So on my YouTube channel, I do play like a bunch of like demos and stuff, so there's a high possibility that if it came out recently, I have played like a demo of it, but I don't think I've actually played like the main game.
Is at 25%.
Taiwan Star Citizen Salvage to be? Have you played Warframe? Or, I guess let me rephrase this. Have you played Warframe within like the last 2 years? I'm really curious to see like if the engineering, like to put out fires and stuff, if it's going to be like a Warframe where they use like their Omni tool to like put the fires out and stuff. I'm guessing that's what this game's going to be like. Like you have to go into your ship and break out certain components. Oh, that'd be interesting. The first time I had a reclaimer, we were doing a salvage mission, and I went inside of a ship because it let me, so I wanted to look, and I got stuck on the inside. So I would love to be able to break certain components and actually have like the doors like fling open. That would be so nice. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Have like a laser or plasma torch or something. I guess they'd have to find a way to do it like in a relatively like somewhat quick-ish span though. You don't want to spend like all night doing it.
Quantum drive is now off.
One of my viewers was telling me that they saw a streamer have like a Twitch extension or something where the chat was able to interact with the game. I've been trying to like dig around on the internet, but I have yet to actually find what plugin they're talking about.
Quantum drive is now on.
Like somehow they were able to use like bits to actually like turn off the engine and stuff for the streamer. I don't want to go like that crazy, but I feel like it would be really cool to be able to have like the chat be like more, I don't know, capable of interacting with the game and like maybe swap to like thrusters and stuff. Yeah, for Star Citizen. I haven't seen that either, so I don't know if he was mistaken. I've like searched through several different like websites trying to find something. So far, no luck. If I find it though, I'm definitely going to have it. $2,000? No, that's $3,000. That's one reason why I really like 7 Days to Die, because they have like such a good Twitch integration. More games really should pick up with that. Which I'm surprised this game they don't have like cosmetics or something that you can get from watching. Aside from everyone just being amazing in the community, there's no like real like incentive to watch streamers play the game. Whereas some games they just like give out free like monthly stuff. Man, I got a 10,000 panel and there's no way I'm going to be able to hold all of it. Alright, well I started today at like 5.2 million roughly, and I'm actually ending on a positive note. That's good. Say for some reason the little thing wasn't actually beaming. I don't know, because I mean, it's weird. You think if it actually existed, it would be somewhere listed. I thought it was maybe crowd control, which is why I have it turned on, but they don't have like any like Star Citizen upgrades, so I don't. It's got to be like a plugin hidden inside of a plugin kind of deal. About it for Star Citizen streamers, they usually just watch more entertaining personalities, so maybe that says something. I've watched SA streams for years at this point, and I've never seen a streamer with anything like that. Oh, really? They should have something like that. I don't know about the whole turn the engine off, that'd be a little catastrophic. But it'd be cool. I don't know. Maybe Chris will eventually, you know, see this and he'll be like, oh, that'd be a great idea. Have Twitch chat be able to like, I don't know, swap from like shields to weapons and stuff in the middle of combat so the streamer doesn't have to. I think that'd be like a cool feature. I mean, that's not really good enough. Main thing I, definitely would not want is to be able to have like the power to like take a helmet off or to turn an engine off. Yeah, but also I could see every streamer I watch raging if Twitch chat could turn off shields or something. I don't know. I guess it has to depend on the personality of the streamer. I just more laugh it off and, it allows people to be engaging in my stream, so I'm fine with stuff like that. But I guess I could see some people being a little less inclined to be happy about it. I think it'd be cool though to have the viewers to be able to interact though. I think that's the main thing. That way it sort of feels like it's not just my journey that they're watching, and it's also their journey that they're able to, add a part to. Alright, so let's see. So you're done, you're done. Is this the new one?
Engines offline. Engines online.
So who needs Twitch chat to give you haunting experiences whenever the game just decides to do it for you? Alright, might have got a little... I think I might have lost that one. Might have accidentally inched a little bit too close and accidentally poked it. Alright, so that one's done, that one's done. It's not like floating on top of me, is it? No, we're good. Yeah, then I don't want to. I didn't think I was that close, and then it just flung it. This one yet? Yeah, I've already done that one. Alright, so I'm gonna got 11. I find one like relatively soon. I'll swap over and do that. What are you up to? Rage? Or range, sorry. Ooh, 10,000. That's another good one. Nice.
Engines offline. Engines online.
Why is my thing stuck to going to 14 miles an hour?
Down. Landing gear up.
Any mode go faster? There we go. Alright, so we'll just try to get kind of close. So we got 4 kilometers, 3, 2, swap over to the other mode. Feel like a transform vibe. Alright. Alright, so it was one of you. You know, 8,000. We're at least moving faster than 30 miles an hour though, so we're good. Or 14 rather. Alright, so we'll just age yourself in here. We should be good. $53. And there we go. There we go. 66, 70. $82. There we go. 89. Aha! Perfect! And it's a large. Ooh, several larges. Don't think I'm going to be able to grab it all though, unfortunately. To Orison, then we will have enough to buy everything I need to. I'm pretty sure that we are like fully stacked back here. Alright, nice. And on the way to get our money.
Drive is now on.
I think this was a pretty successful night. I think I was at like 4.8 when I started like my first investment. And I've gotten to... I'm guessing this is going to be like 6.7 by the time we sell everything. 6.5 to buy it, 6.7 is probably going to be just enough to buy all the upgrades that I'm wanting to get. I think I'm going to go with cannons instead of the repeaters on mine, since one of my buddies uses it and his is pretty decked out, but we'll have to see what build he uses. $6.8 million? Oh, nice. That was actually what my original goal was. Which, I mean, that's going to be completely broke.
Quantum drive is now.
But that's fine. You guys said the Inferno is a good ship? I might have to save it for that one next. I'll either do that route or go with like a larger 6.8 million for the Corsair. I thought it was 6.5 million. Or you meant for the Corsair and the upgrades? have to look it up. I'm pretty sure Urkel said it was 6.5 million, but you're probably right. Why should skin turn red? No, it's silver. Huh. I guess that's like the shadow effect? That's really cool. I think I had just enough quantum fuel to do this entire trip. Hey, thanks so much for following, Broccoli. It sounds good. We'll definitely have to stream sometime together.
Drive is now off.
Like I said before, whenever you get back, everyone's welcome to play with us whenever. Alright, so head towards the big little spidery thing. Not falling for it, I almost did it again. Have a good night though, buddy. I'll be winding down to whenever I make this final sail. I'm excited to get the Corsair though. I'll actually have a ship that I'm able to do like combat on my own instead of like requiring other people to be on with me. So that was my main thing, is the C1's really nice, but the problem is it just doesn't have like enough firepower to be able to really defend itself too much in like some crazy like HRT missions, and I feel like if I get any higher in my faction tier, it just wouldn't stand any chance at all. At the moment, I feel like the C1, if I was a better pilot, I could actually do a few of those and survive. But getting a ship that actually does like decent amount of damage and has like faster shield regenerators, I feel like it's just much better game plan. Whoever left their ship out here outside of Orson is a genius, and I'm definitely going to do that in the future, that way I can find this hangar quicker. Unless people already did it for me, like tonight.
Thank you, and please visit again. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, game, what do you got for us? Which hangar? We'll be streaming tomorrow as well, but it'll probably be a little bit earlier. At some point this weekend I'm going to go see the Deadpool and Wolverine movie though. But I will keep you guys updated. I'll definitely be streaming in the evenings though. There it is, hangars over to the left. Landing gear is deployed, and one last final push for mankind to get a Corsair. Definitely feel like you guys were right though about the whole Grim Hex, so I'll definitely have to think of that strategy in the future. But since this gives like slightly more and we're getting like a little bit less profit since we're by ourselves, I feel like this is just a little bit smarter gameplay. Let's like fix the camera real quick. Set it all nice and easy, and we have successfully done our game plan for the night. Nice! It worked, ship. You didn't blow up. We made it in one piece the entire night. Now, ironically, my YouTube video originally was going to be called Panel Mining the Entire Night. And I didn't think I was actually going to do it. I meant to actually have like some bounty hunting and stuff in this game plan as well, but we ended up being by ourselves, and this was actually pretty fun hanging out with you guys, just mining some panels. 49% water, so probably by the time I make it to my trading area, I need to drink some water. Throw the ship before I break it.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I don't want to do anything to where it'll mess it up, so I'm going to pull the ship out first. You know what, I'll probably do both sails before I even pull the C1 out. I was going to fly to Lorville tonight and just buy the Corsair on stream, but at the same time, I don't want it to have like something weird happen to where it like deletes the cargo if I pull out my other ship or something bad like that happens, so I think I'm just going to hold off on it for the time being. Unless my C1's at Seraphim, I don't remember where I parked it. It might be actually. No, because I went to the Long Forest originally. Get on a shuttle. Oh, every single time. What are the odds that we missed this shuttle? You know what? Well, we're going to hit it on the way back. I feel like it.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
Alright, sweet. Don't get caught on there. Got one final mission to not die.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I don't know if you're still awake, Lucifer, but your gear is actually a pretty good charm for me. It's managed to make me survive this entire night. So I guess I may as well wear my alien like flight suit then if it's going to get resent to my home station anyways in a couple days. I don't see a point to not. Well, I mean, it might be a month, but I mean, that's not really that long time to wait, to be honest. And at some point I'm going to have to go to New Babbage and see if I do have a skin for the Corsair. I'm pretty sure that was part of like the main foundation pack. I know that the Cutlass was there twice. I know the Caterpillar was there. I'm pretty sure the Corsair was there. The Aurora. And like a lot of ships. They give us like 20 different skins. Next time they're doing a mentorship program / trainee program, I will be sure to let you guys know. That way you're also able to get the cool skins. It was literally just sitting in a spot for like 30 minutes where you could have like a person actually train you, or a lot of people sort of like bypass the system, don't actually want to be learned by people. But like, I don't know, I think it was like 2 hours worth of just sitting in different chat rooms. You're actually able to get a decent amount of stuff for free.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I don't see it, but do I risk it? Just jump? Whew. Alright. We're not dying tonight. We're making it. Well, that could have been so bad if I had to go all the way back to, like, Long Forest Station. That was a dumb idea. Well, I survived, so I guess it worked, but that was a dumb idea. Yeah, that was one of those things where you regret instantly after you do it. But you know what? It worked out. Alright, so you, Vulture. 160. $75. Now we just have to run back. Hopefully our tractor beam works. That'll be good. %, water. Once we get down to like 20% is when it actually matters, really. As long as it's still staying like the normal colors, I'm not going to worry about it. Unless we get stuck waiting on the tram, but I feel like we'll be fine. It's going to be here right in a second.
Skyway shuttle service, we aim to make getting there half the
3, 2, 1. Aha! We timed it!
Last call for passengers.
God.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Alright, one more crazy jump like that, we'll be fine. You know what?
Shuttle will be departing.
We'll even buckle up for this one just in case. All this world has to survive is one more sail, and then it can do whatever it wants to, with our loot at least. And one more stop to go. Nice! Thanks so much for sticking around with the journey, guys, for tonight. It's been fun hanging out with you. Come on, ship, don't you dare break. We got like one more sail to do. Just, you know, like, get in there all janky like, I don't care.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop,
You know what, at least we actually see this platform though, so that's a good sign.
last call for passengers. The shuttle is
Wait for
preparing.
the doors to open. Alright, so make it up top, 42% water. I mean, ironically, the elevators are treating us pretty nice tonight.
Providing connections to all major platforms. Crusader Industries is happy to offer free.
I'll have to figure it out. I don't know if this game's good for face cam or if it's better just to have it off. I feel like I just need to find like a better place to move my face cam though, especially when I'm like mining and stuff. Alright, so as long as we can get our tractor beam to work, we won't have to exit the planet. We'll be able to unload everything here. Get our last 150,000 roughly. We'll be able to see what we actually ended off with tonight. I think it was a decent amount of money.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval. Submit your vehicle.
Alright, so Hangar 6.
Please visit us again.
I do kind of want to call the C1 that way, you know, it's ready and we could just like run back to it to swap ships to like go to Lorville tonight, but maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. I don't want to accidentally like blow the ship up or have like our loot disappear. So I'm kind of playing it like really risky, or really safe rather, instead of risky. Because technically hangars can eat ships and they can also eat your loot. So this is where most of the time most people like store their ship immediately. I guess that's what I could do. I could store it after I like get everything situated. That might be what we do. Are you at the back end? There you are. Oh. My bad, I guess it wasn't ready yet. things just to go out the top part, so we don't really have to worry about like good box positioning placement, and basically just stack it like we normally would and we'll be good. I will say though, this place has really cool epic music, and it's especially for like whatever you're like winding down for the night. It's got like the nice music vibe to it. Let's place you there, move you. Oh, ready to stop projecting? Well, that's funny. On Twitch, I never even put Corsair in the title. It was just in my YouTube. Okay. So I did what I was supposed to on Twitch. I just never got to like the whole YouTube part. 3 more to go. I could just use this back row. So let's lift you up, place you down. This should be the last box. Nice. Alright, so we'll get back over to the elevators and make our final sail. %37% water. If I manage to make the tram, I'll just, you know, skip the whole water part. If not, then I will drink while I wait.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
Alright, so he's stored. That should be safe for any issues. As long as the server holds up, we'll be good. Which, I mean, honestly, if this last 13 got, like, magically erased, it would be, like, the worst thing in the world. It'd be annoying, but it wouldn't be, like, the worst thing. I could see people being a lot more annoyed, though, if it happened to, like, something like a 600 SCU ship or, like, the crazy cargo whole sea. That'd be so... That would be so bad if you, like, lost all that.
Shuttle is approaching the station.
Don't you dare leave without me. Alright, departing in 19 seconds. Perfect.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch.
Alright, so this part's the non-sketchy part. Once we get over to the next area, that's where we're going to have to do a little bit of specialized jumping to not fall off the world. May as well get some food and water while we wait. I feel like this water thing is like the best thing in the game though. 100%. Nice. By the way, if anyone ever has issues in their game to where they're not able to like grab stuff out of their hands, you want to move over to the local and then you go back over to your personal, then it'll work. With this new iteration of features though, with local being removed, I don't know how you would fix your inventory bug. Maybe it would fix the inventory bug just getting rid of local completely?
Approaching next station. If this is
I don't know, that'll be interesting.
prepare to disembark.
I don't know why this place is still not rendered in for me. This is so sketchy.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I don't know if you actually have to jump there when it's not there. Somebody told me that they've fallen through the world standing on the glass there before. So that's why I'm just kind of skeptical about it and really want to like jump for it to hopefully make it to the other side. I'm not entirely sure if our guy even jumps far enough. Probably not, but it makes me feel better mentally. At least somewhat jump there, so that's why we're doing it that way. Alright, so let's do Vulture. Nice! And it is officially empty. So what do we got? We ended off with 6.9 million for the night. So I think I made like 2 million tonight then. Be a little bit less than 2 million, but it's been roughly around that. That's pretty good. Alright, so hold on. So let's go and put our helmet on just in case something bad happens. Alright, so the helmet should be on. Yep, nice. Yeah, it was actually working, and I got enough to buy the Corsair now, Lucifer. Don't you dare take off without me. Oh, of course, you'll be right in front of me. Oh, I'm not making that sketchy jump. I'm not doing that. Alright, well now I'll just wait for the tram. Yeah, now I can actually join you guys in combat missions in my own ship without having to like mooch off of everybody. I think I'll still need to eventually buy like a one-seater combat fighter, just since I'm sure they're probably better for like solo gameplay. But at least I'll have like a decent like multi-crew combat ship available.
Connections to all major platforms. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so one final sketchy jump.
Last call for passengers.
Well, good news is, if it does cost 6.8 million, I still got enough for that one too.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be...
I bet I will. It looks like a really cool ship. Which, I mean, I like to see one too, but it's not a combat ship, really. So I'm excited to have like a ship that's actually designed for combat. Although I think I'm going to do the same thing I did with the C1, and I'm just going to upgrade it immediately instead of keeping anything in stock. I just gotta play around with what all is actually good on it. Kinda funny though. Everyone on the forums, everyone recommends the Cutlass Black, and I'm just skipping that whole ship and being like, alright, here. Yep, we got the Corsair. By the way, Lucifer, your gear has managed to survive this entire night. That purple gear that you gave me like a long time ago, or bluish purple. So I appreciate it. Don't you dare kill me now. That's right, you just go that way, we're good.
Preparing to depart. Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
That's really cool programming, but I'd be so scared to like accidentally have like one run into somebody else. If it was on like a track, even then, at least it'd be kind of more like on rails. Although the game technically doesn't follow tracks the best either, though. I don't think I've ever been killed by a train now that I think of it.
At Orson Skyway Shuttle.
It's been like kind of like wishy-washy, where it looks like it'll kill you, but I don't think I've ever actually like died by one. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could go to Lorville real quick.
100 years of incredible engineering and the tireless efforts of those who work every day to keep Orson afloat.
Maybe? Oh, did the server officially die? Wait, hold on.
To the
Oh.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Alright, don't all fight at once, just give it. Oh, alright, fine, you this.
Welcome again. Goodbye.
Alright, you know what? I'll do one at a time. Apparently, it gets a little finicky.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been set. Thank you.
Alright, 2 minutes. Run downstairs and grab drinks real quick.
Visit us again.
Your wings won't fold? Well, that's not good. Alright, I will be back in a second. I'm gonna grab a drink, and then we will head over to Lorville and buy the Corsair. Alright, so let's go get our ship.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Your vehicle has been pleased.
You're 6. The only tricky part is we're going to have to navigate Lorville and actually find its hangars, because I'm not the best at actually finding those. Then I'll have to figure out if I want to like save up for like a cargo ship, or if I want to save up for more of like a fighter like you use, because I know you use like the F8 a lot. Hey, thanks so much for following, Jamin. How you doing tonight? Or this morning? So get in, shut you. Learn my lesson the hard way, make sure that door is always shut. Dude, I still can't believe that dude stole my ship at the beginning of my stream. I was not expecting that. And I can't believe he was just hiding right there. That was just crazy to me. How much storage space does it have? I assume the C1 is more than that. Could be wrong though, the Corsair is a pretty big ship.
A journey worth taking.
I guess then again, I don't necessarily need to have like a crazy C2 since we have people in our group that already have it anyways. I know a lot of people like recommended the Taurus, for example.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I think this one has 64 SCU if I'm not mistaken, the C1. Though the Corsair is a pretty big ship now that you mention it. Once we clear atmosphere, we'll actually about to go, but I may as well set my destination. 72? Oh, okay, so it is slightly bigger. Nice. That's even better then. I didn't realize it was going to come with more storage. Which I guess is another positive compared to like the Cutlass Black, because I mean, I know the Cutlass Black is like, I don't know, 46 or something.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel.
So that'd be a nice middle ground then.
Quantum travel engaged.
I'm guessing the Taurus is going to be much more expensive. Hold on. By the way, the official cost on Urkel is 6.552 million for the Corsair. Looking up the Taurus for comparison though, because I'm guessing it's going to be relatively the same cost. Because I'm guessing this would both be considered mid-tier, but maybe not. That's right, RSI. Taurus is 8 million. Okay, so it is quite a bit more. Then for like the Andromeda, which is what Vinny likes to use, this one's going to be 10 million. Huh, okay. Probably be winding down the stream though once I get to Lorville and actually purchase my Corsair. Be excited to test it out though. $17 GM away. Tricky part is going to be to actually find like the main part of the city. Pretty sure the station's like in the middle, if I remember correctly. I tend to avoid Lorville at all costs though, so I've only been here a couple times. Which is kind of a shame. It's a really nice city, and it's nice that they have everything that you can buy here. It's just way too laggy on my system. That'd be a really cool badge to have. I wonder if they actually sell like the Crusader logos. Ooh, what's the big red button? Is that the blow up button? I feel like whatever that label is should be like moved a little bit so you can actually see what it is. It won't let me click it. Well, that's the danger self-destruct button, so it's not that one. What is this? Maybe quantum travel? The thing inside the spaceport? Yeah, I gotta find the spaceport. I've just recently been able to find like the new Babbage stuff. And actually, Orison hasn't been too bad tonight. I think I'll get the Corsair and then I'll have to save it for the next ship. I'll have to look at the list though. I don't know what I would want next. So I got a Vulture, I got a Spirit, I'll have a Corsair here soon. So I mean the Corsair technically should be able to handle most combat situations for me for at least a while. So I guess I could decide between like a cargo hull or like more damage, like a single fighter jet maybe? Go to get a tank? Well, that'll be cool. There has to be like ground missions eventually. Oh, you mean the ship dealer? Gotcha.
Quantum travel complete.
Been so long since I came here. Last time I flew here by myself, I was in a Mustang. What was it, a Mustang? I think so. It was either a Mustang or a Vulture. So I know at one point I fell out of the ship in the Vulture because I walked out the door, so I didn't know what would happen. And I fell to my death for like an hour. I think you were there actually. Maybe not. Might have been before I met you. Someone told me way later though all I had to do was alt F4 instead of doing like a slow death for like 40 minutes trying to have my teammates catch me. It was an epic 40 minutes of death though.
Quantum travel complete.
Alright, so I think it's like in the middle of the city. Kind of over next to that big white building in front of us, I think. Well, I mean, we had gravity like along the side of the ship, so I thought, oh cool, we got like mag boots or something. And I learned out the hard way that that platform's not something that you can actually like stand on. So my buddy did the same thing in Quantum Jump because he didn't know what would happen. I think the Vulture killed us more than any other ship during the free fly days.
And incomplete. Have a pleasant stay.
What? Oh, I found the spaceport. Oh, that was a miracle.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, hangar 4. Man, it's like I actually know what I'm doing now. What does the radar ping do? That helps you find the hangars or something? It's gonna be a tight fit.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I mean, I know that helps with like the environment, but I'm not sure what tap or the radar ping would have done there. I did do it once though, but I had already found the spaceport, so I'm guessing that would have helped me find it. Maybe you can see ship markers on the way, so you can find the port easier. Oh, gotcha. Well, I accidentally stumbled upon it immediately, but that's really good to know for later. Alright, Lorville, let's see what you got. I'm pretty sure the guy to buy it from is like around the corner. Good news is all of the ships though are like in this general vicinity. Mostly. Because we got like the rental stuff around this way. Oh, this is the best Lorville's handled for me in like so long. This must be a dead server. That must be why I'm getting so much performance here. But hold on, how much are you? It's the Mustang 655,000. Well, that's the beta. I think I had the alpha originally. Hammerhead's 47 million. I could have swore that was 45 originally. The Phoenix is 14.5. Which I feel like the Phoenix is probably the coolest of the three. I liked how like fancy it looked. Mustang Alpha. You know, ironically, originally my game plan was just to save up enough to get the Avenger. So we have the Freelancer is 3.1. Max is 4 million. I know there is a search function, but I'm just seeing what all I could actually kind of buy. Harbinger, this is one that a lot of people recommended. Oh, this is what that dude was trying to like stalk me in earlier. Huh. Mantis, it sort of looks like a squished version of the C1. Well, that's kind of cool. I like the way this guy looks. I don't know if it's a good ship, but he looks kind of cool. He looks like a buck. Buccaneer, that's another one I've heard people like recommend. Okay, so the Starlifter is 29.5 million. Taurus is 8 million. The Redeemer is 17 million. I might save up for the Redeemer at some point too. So it seems like the Redeemer is really powerful. Scorpius is the ship that I broke immediately, so probably won't be in that one. Oh, the Corsair is a Drake ship. I didn't know that. Alright, so Corsair purchase. How much is it? 6.552. I officially have a Corsair. I guess I haven't technically called it out yet. Once I call it out, then I officially have it. Right now the game's handling so good, I was not expecting this performance. I was actually dreading coming to Lorville, but it's actually working.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been...
Hangar 7. Let's see, it's down this way. Thank you! It's my first real ship purchase. I mean, technically I got the Vulture too, but I feel like this one's a lot more like a useful ship when it comes to like most things in the game. This is also the one that looks like the most Star Trek, like Star Wars-y vibe to it too. See if the door works. Or not the door, the bed. If the bed works, then I'll be good. So far, the elevators, everything's working. That's right, this is the one with like the 3-handle thing. Alright, so hold on, so we're gonna go to the mess hall. Nice and shiny. Hey, thanks so much for following. It's kind of my go-to, aka daily driver. That's good to know. I have noticed that you seem to use the ship quite a bit. Do you play this game too, Sue, or you just enjoy watching it?
You are clear to launch.
Wait for the doors to open. Oh, gotcha. Well, you get a bunch of cool fancy ships at least. What do you think of the new update? Are you in that branch yet, or are you a little bit further down? Alright, so hold on. So VTOL. Wait, no. Okay. Not on that level, but it's going to be good. While there is issues, a few micro patches where we are now, it's so good. You know, to be honest, I'm actually really impressed by the game. I know some people are like hit and miss where people have issues, but it actually is doing a lot better than I was expecting coming into it. I'm thoroughly pleased. Alright, now I'm gonna pick somewhere in the middle probably to log off. Now, I guess technically here is the middle. I could just go to this station up above us. Would have to do a lot of research to figure out like what all I want to put on this guy. I know I want a different quantum drive. Better shield generator, better armor. Everest Harbor though, that... I mean, is this the middle of the galaxy? Kind of? Or I could just go to Port Tensor, which isn't in the middle, but it's close to New Babbage, and you normally get a bunch of junk from New Babbage. So I think I'll start with that. How old is this? Corsair, I mean. Is it like a fairly old model, or is it a newer ship? Seems like some of the gauges and stuff look a lot older, like they have like a fan and stuff, so I'm guessing this is like part of the old crew, maybe? Unless they wanted to go for more of like an industrial sort of vibe, which I guess could be a thing too. What's it supposed to take? 5 minutes. That's not too bad all the way from Hurston. Looks like it has 6,000 or so QT. Okay, so we got lower ramp, open exterior, proximity flight assist, cruise control. Not entirely sure what ESP is. Limiters, let's see. Guessing we always have like a default targeting system down there, and that's why that little box is there. Got the 2 guns, the mess hall, the restroom, if I remember correctly. Is this thing always leaking? Or did I get a dud? I swear I don't remember your ship having a leak. What the heck? It's so weird. Alright, so we got like a coffee station. Obviously that's not working yet, but that'll be cool if you'll eventually be able to actually do something with it. Now another thing we could do is just get close to there, just log on space too, which I haven't actually successfully done yet. Super bright TVs that I can't even see what they are. See, this is like the ejection room. Now it'd be really cool if we could actually have like space suits actually like stored here and be able to like grab them later on. And we got our little cargo bay. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a used ship, I don't know. What if that's the difference between if you get it free or not? That'd be hilarious if they actually made it look more like rustic if you got the game or the ship for free versus paid. Because I swear I don't remember the water. Like I haven't seen that in any other ship. Is the sink dripping too, or just the shower? I think it's just the shower. Emergency supplies, radiation treatment, rations. Oh yeah, I'm sure this ship is nice and safe. Nothing to worry about. Good news is the gun seems to work. Huh. Well, I'm just glad I finally got a combat ship. Alright guys, well I am going to be... Oh, you got yours in game too? Interesting, okay. Maybe we'll have to see if Vinny or Owl have like a leaking one. Or maybe it's just I got a dud. I don't know. It could be just a bug in my ship. That'd be kind of funny if it is unique to me. But I am going to be calling it a night. Thanks so much for sticking around with this entire stream. It was super fun playing with you guys tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow, where we'll actually be able to test out the Corsair in some combat missions and see if we can actually survive in it. But yes, have a good night/morning, and I will see you guys again later on. And thanks all to who followed tonight.